What's up, guys? Will the RNG Lord, and I am back for week 5 of the CPC. And this week we are going up against Risepool and his Rhine Valley Guardians, which is actually kind of funny because we played him week 5 of last season. And if you guys remember that game, he hacked us. So let's jump into the team builder real quick. I don't have his team up on screen, but I can read it through the picture that I took on my phone, so hold on a minute. His team is Mew, Scolipede, Mega Scizor, Suicune, Volcarona, Mienshao, Aerodactyl, Stunfisk, Tornadus Eye, and Vullaby. And our team, you should be familiar with it by now, but Tapu Lele, Salamence, Dugtrio, Heatran, Muckalola, Blastoise, Jolteon, Mega Alakazam, and Dunsparce. His Z-move user is Scolipede, and that's his only Z-move user. He didn't take advantage of the under 9-point rule. So let's just get into what we brought and why we brought it. So first we have an Assault Vest Alolan Muck with Rock Slide, Fire Blast, Knockoff, and Pursuit. The reason why we don't have Poison Stab on this is nothing on his team was really weak to Poison, and we kind of wanted Pursuit to trap the Mew and Knockoff to get rid of any potential items that would cause me a problem. Rock Slide was to OHKO the Volcarona, and Fire Blast was just to damage the Mega Scizor. We got 252 in defense, 216 in HP, 40 in attack. The 40 in attack was just to make sure I OHKO'd the rest of that, and then just some bulk. We have the AV on the Muck, so it can take special hits from Volcarona. Next we have a physically defensive Tapu Lele with Psyshock, HP Fire, Calm Mind, and Moonblast. The HP Fire once again for the Scizor, and we gave it a Kabia Berry so it could 1v1 non-Sash Scolipede. So yeah, we have that. Next we have our Niv-Mizzet with our Fire EMZ. This is a 216, 92, 200 special defense spread. The 92 was just so I had a little bit of physical bulk. This was mostly to also wall the Volcarona, which is why we have Rock Slide on it as well. Then we have Wish, Dragon Tail, and Fire Blast. He had some reliable removal, but not much. Like, he'd much rather be doing other stuff with his removal in this game, which is why I've kind of I brought Dragon Tail, I brought Roar on a couple of other mons, so that's the reason for that. Wish to kind of get momentum back, to kind of heal mons that have taken damage that could be essential later. We'll get into that when the match comes around. Then we have Jolteon with the choice specs with Thunderbolt, HP Fire, Volt Switch, and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball just kind of hit the Mew, and that's really all I have to say about Jolteon. Next we have Sheldon Cooper, our Blastoise. Oh yeah, the Jolteon's name is Blitzkrieg, which is probably what this video is going to be titled. Next we have Sheldon Cooper, our Blastoise with the Rindu Berry. I was so scared of Giga Drain Volcarona coming, so I brought Scald, Roar, Rapid Spin, Toxic on my Blastoise because I was really scared of like the Volcarona. So that's why that's there. Then we have our Endeavor, our Heatran with the Shoko Berry with Stealth Rock, Lava Plume, Rock Slide, and Taunt. Again, Rock Slide for the Volcarona because I was really scared of that thing. It also hit Tornadus. So let's get into the game. We are on the opposite side this time, but that's fine. So he leads Scolipede, and I'm going to lead Heatran. So right away, because I'm Shuka Berry, I know I live in Earthquake. So he's going to go for Earthquake, and I'm just going to Lava Plume. Now, this brings Scolipede down to its sash, which means the Kabia Berry on Lele is now kind of useless, but it's fine. Here I could have taken the chance to set up Stealth Rock, but I feel like he would have killed me there, and he does indeed kill me there. Or he would, but I switched into my Ments predicting him to go for another Earthquake. So here, I'm going to let him get off a layer of spikes, and I'm just going to Dragon Tail to revenge the Scolipede. So now he goes into his Volibee, and my thought process here was I just want to get some chip damage, potentially. Like, I wasn't banking on the flinch. It happened, but here I basically just wanted some chip on the Volibee, which it would have 3-hit KO'd it. I did flinch him, which was a little bit unfortunate. So there I got the wish, and he just roosts. As here I go into my Heatran. He's going to knock. My Shuka Berry has already been burned though, and so now I'm gonna set up rocks as he U-turns, and he's gonna go out into his Stunfisk here. And here I'm thinking, okay, Stunfisk is the one mon I really can't touch, but I feel like this game is mine as soon as I kill the Stunfisk, so I just go for Lava Plume, sacking my Heatran because I know it's dead at this point as he gets up rocks. And I'm just going to go for another Lava Plume to get damage on it, and I do get the burn, which is nice because it means Jolteon can just come in and revenge. And down goes the Stunfisk as he goes out into his Scizor. I am Intimidate, Ments, and I'm bulky, so I'm basically just going to go out into Ments here, give him the attack drop, and he's going to go for Superpower, which puts him at -2. And here I basically get a free wish off, but instead I Dragon Tail just to force something out and get some more damage on it. So he stays in with his Scizor, and I'm going to go for the Inferno Overdrive off of Fire Blast, which will end up killing. Now he goes into his Aerodactyl, which he told me after the game was Scarf. So basically my series of plays here is, and why I was preserving the Jolteon, was I really didn't want it to come down to a speed tie, which I found out didn't matter, but basically this is what happened. So he's going to kill my Salamence with a Stone Edge, and I'm going to go out into my Blastoise because Aerodactyl can't really touch my Blastoise, as he's going to go out into Volibee. I should have just clicked Roar there, because if I got the Aerodactyl again on the switch-in, it would have hurt both the Volibee and the Aerodactyl, but instead I just clicked Scald, because it's the safer play. So Blastoise is going to take out the Volibee here, and I'm going to, as he goes into his Mew, and he's just going to Earthquake me, I'm just going to Roar. Aerodactyl's going to take a little bit more Stealth Rock damage, which is good. And so I could have roared here again, which would have been the optimal play, because that would have forced Aerodactyl in again, which that would have caused him to play a lot more defensively, because Aerodactyl only had so few switch-ins to Stealth Rock. So he's going to miss the Stone Edge, and I'm going to roar him out again. So Aerodactyl can only come in one more time. If I had roared instead of Scalded there, then I could have potentially beat the Aerodactyl and gotten the 4-0 win. However, that does not happen, and as you see here, he takes out my Blastoise. So now I go into Muck, and Muck's just gonna live an Earthquake and kill the Mew. And his Aerodactyl is going to come in at 1% and is going to take out my Muck here. So now I go out into my bulky Tapu Lele, and as you see, he's going to crit the Stone Edge, but I live on 3%, and I am going to take him out with a Psyshock and win the game. So, thank you all for watching. Next week we play Jake and his Virginia Tech Froakies, one of the top 2 of the division. We are currently in 3rd right now ourselves, so that should be a good match. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.